Hello, hi. My name is Zon Shrestha, and this is Portfolio 7, and my student ID is 235212. So, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate the Portfolio 7. So, let me share my screen, and this video, I will demonstrate all the things required for this Portfolio 7 through this video. So, let me share my screen first. Okay, I have shared my screen. So let me open up the Portfolio 7. So in this Portfolio 7, the first thing is I have to do is create a, a database with different tables like customer table, invoice table, transaction table, item tables. And for this, I am using Microsoft Access to demonstrate this. So I have to create all these tables in Microsoft Access, and then I have to establish a relationship, one-to-one or one-to-many relationship with each other. And I have to like create a entity relationship diagram of these different types of table. So like this is my task, and like I have to create a entity relationship, and I have to like create primary keys, and I have to establish foreign keys between this table to like to create a relationships. So first, I have to I will create a table called customer. The customer have different attributes like customer ID, customer name, customer address, state, postcode, on phone. And I will create invoice table with this. It has like attributes like number, invoice number, customer ID, dates, total. Similarly, I will create transaction table with different attributes like transaction number, invoice number, quantity, item number, cost. And then finally, I will create an item table with item number, description, and price. So in database, entities is the real world things. Like let's say customer name is the entity, and in invoice table, invoice number number which can be real, real is generated, can also be identified as the entity. So like, sorry, yes, entity. So in this demonstration, I will show you the different types of entity and this relationship between them. So that relationship diagram will be entity relationship diagram. So let me minimize this, and I will create a new Microsoft Access table. So I will create, okay, I will create a uh, blank database, and I will call it as a daily invoice. So my database name will be daily invoice, and I will create it. Okay, this already existed. I will replace it. No problem. So first of all, this is the uh, screen when you create the any database in Microsoft Access. And now I will like close all these, and I will start the new thing, and I will go to the create tab, and like maybe I could go to create tab and table, and like I will uh, okay, rename this. But okay, no, I don't have to rename this. So like for this, I have customer ID, customer name, address, state, postcode, and phone number. So this will be our customer ID. So ID will be a number. Sorry. Uh, so for customer name, uh, delete this first. Customer name would have a short text data type. So I will select this and I will name this customer name. So for the third field, customer address. So address is also a text data type. So for like, I will take an address will be long. So I will take like long text address and state. So state can be a text. Postcode phone. Postcode can be a number. Okay. Postcode. Phone number can be large. So like phone number. So I will like save this and I will uh, the I will like add customer as a customer table. Okay. So this will be our customer table and this table have different fields like customer ID, customer name, address, state, postcode, phone number, etc. So customer name would have a data type as a text, address is also text, state is also text, and like postcode it can be postcode will be numbered, phone number will be number. So let's say I will add John, address will be okay, Miranda, uh, Victoria, postcode 1122, phone number 11223344. So I've just added a random Mary, uh, Epping, again, uh, Sydney, Sydney 2211 or 2211 4433. This random uh, data I have inserted in this customer table. Harry, uh, address will be, let's say, uh, Heidelberg. It's also in Victoria. So this will be our uh, different kinds of data I have inserted in this table. So now I will create a next table called invoice, which has invoice number, customer ID, date, and total. This will be our invoice ID. Um, Okay, customer ID number, customer ID. Okay, date and date and total. So for date, we have like date and time, data type. Okay, and total will be a number. Okay, number, total. This is our like invoice file. Let me save this table, invoices table. And our third table will be uh, transaction. So transaction number will be number. So this is the sorry. transaction ID, and we have like invoice, uh, invoice number. Then second is like quantity, item number, cost. Okay, quantity, item, quantity, item number, and cost. Okay, item number and cost. This will be our transaction table. So our last table will be item table, which have three attributes: item number, description, and price. So item number will be number. So item number, ID, item. Sorry, like this item number here. Item number. Let me delete this. Okay. Mm, s- Item number. Item number, description, and price. Description will be a long text. Description and price will be number. Price. Let's add some description in here. Like item can be, sorry, laptop. Let's say price will be $1,000. Um, Another item will be mouse. Let's say $50. Um, Keyboard will be like $60. Monitor will be like $250. Let's say headphone will be by $100. So I will save this as a item. Okay. So as the portfolio 7 says, I have like four table. The database name will be daily invoice. Uh, Daily invoice database, and in this daily invoice database I have created four tables: customer, invoice, transaction, and item. So right now I have added some field in customer and added some items in item table. Now I'm going to create a entity diagram as first, and like, okay, so I will like first fill all the things first. So like I will create an invoice, like invoice for like customer ID per zone. I will like add one. Uh, I will like add today's date. Total will be like, if we like buy, let's say one mouse, one keyboard, and like one headphone. That will be 100, 150, 60 minutes, 210. So like he will spend 210 this product. Let's say customer ID 2, if you today is Today he buys a laptop, he will spend like $1,000. If customer three, Harry, uh, again today buys laptop and one mouse, one headphone. Let's say laptop will be $100, headphone will be $8,000, headphone will be $100, and mouse will be $50. So let's say 1150 will be its price. So this will be the invoice. So transaction will be let's say invoice one quantity. Let's say quantity in invoice one we had it like one, two, three products. So let's say quantity will be three. So uh, okay, not quantity will be one. Okay, quantity will be one. So item number will be one. Cost will be let's say 50. Sorry, item number. No. Uh, for invoice one, item number will be he buys mouse, keyboard, and one headphone. So quantity number will be two. Two. So okay. For invoice one, like quantity one, like he buys which item? Third item, that is keyboard. Sorry, keyboard, and the price will be 60. Okay, same invoice, quantity one, item is like headphone, that is five. Oh yeah, headphone is five, and item will be 100. So this is the items column. Like we can add for invoice two also. Invoice two have customer. So like uh, customer two invoice number, quantity is one, item number is one, laptop is already is a laptop. So like we have created four tables, and we have added some readable field in this table. So now let me show you AI diagram. So for this, I will go to a database tool, and I will go to relationship. So after clicking relationship, we get the show table. So we can drag this uh, table name in here like this. Sorry, customer add, invoice add, item add, transaction add. So like I will rearrange this in this way. Like I will like rearrange customer first, invoice, then transaction, then item. So I will close this. First, I will like do customer invoices, item, and transaction. So in this table, customer ID is the primary key. Primary key is like it will identify each other table content with this primary key. So primary key is that kind of key from which we can identify all other key. So similarly, in invoice table, invoice ID is the primary key. Similarly, in transaction table, transaction ID is the primary key. Similarly, in items table, item number is the primary key. So primary key is the key, this that kind of key we can uniquely identify other field through that customer ID. So So now we can like use relationship here. So okay. So in this table, uh, we have to show that this customer ID is uh, is related in here. So we have to say that this invoice table have customer ID, and this customer ID is foreign key and is related to this customer table. So this customer ID is foreign key in here. So we can use this table attributes through customer ID in here. Similarly, in transaction table, invoice number is like customer ID, or we can say like that invoice ID. I have right invoice ID, like we can change it as a invoice number. Okay, so it's invoice number is foreign key. So through this we can like uh, we can create a relationship. Similarly, the item number is the foreign key here, and it will create a relationship to the item table. So the transaction table has two foreign key, invoice number and item number. So similarly, invoice table have one foreign key, customer ID. So through this table, we can easily show uh, okay. Okay, like I will so we have created. Okay. Mm. So now I will create a relationship between these two tables, customer and invoice. For this, so this customer ID is foreign key in invoice table. So I will click and drag customer ID in here. So in this, I will get a pop-on icon. Here is edit relationship. So customer ID in customer table is related to customer ID in invoice. So we can create this. So after creating this, this will source the relationship. Similarly, uh, invoice number have relationship to the transaction table. So invoice number is the foreign key here. Let me drag this and create a relationship. Similarly, item number have relationship to transaction in item number. Similarly, I will create a relationship here. So, so this is our entity relationship diagram, and we shows that the customer ID have one to many relationship with invoice table. So one customer have many invoices. Similarly, invoice table have transaction. Uh, Invoice have one to many relationship with the transaction. One invoice have multiple transaction in here. Similarly, uh, item have multiple transaction. Sorry. So transaction have multiple items. So it has one to many relationship. So so I I have added different entries in this table, and I have made different tables here, and I have also created a customer a one-to-many relationship between customer and invoices, invoices to transaction, and transaction to items. So from this entity receipt diagram, we can clearly see the one-to-many transaction. And from this, I have already uh, added different data in this customer field, John, Mary, Harry, with address, state, postcode, number, post number, and and I have added invoice two. This is for customer ID one. I have for Zone, Mary, and Harry. So this is the transaction table, and this is the item table. So customer has multiple one-to-many relationship with invoice. Invoice have one-to-many relationship with transaction, and transaction have one-to-many relationship with item. So this is it. I guess I have demonstrated all the required things that Portfolio 7 required. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now I will stop this video. Thank you so much.